inequality in America. Tonight, more uncertainty for so many who are struggling to make ends meet as a federal law protecting millions of Americans from eviction will expire. Our Stephanie Gosk explains.
For some hit hardest by the COVID crisis, tonight the roof above their heads may be the next thing they lose.
About being evicted due to COVID-19. And right now I'm just don't know exactly what's going to become of my situation. I'm just sitting waiting, trying to figure things out.
For the past 4 months, the CARES Act has protected Natasha Blunt from eviction. The New Orleans grandmother says she can't make her rent.
It's heartbreaking. You know, I lost my job, and what went wrong with that, I lost everything else. No money, no nothing. I don't sleep well, or I stay worried about stuff all the time.
But the CARES Act eviction program covering 12.3 million rentals ends tonight, and there are 29 states that have no additional protections. Eviction notices could go out as early as tomorrow, with a 30-day notice to vacate. In New Orleans, a law firm representing clients like Blunt for free has noticed a trend.
The vast majority of our clients are low-income Black single moms. I would say probably more than 90%.
Low-income Black single moms. What do we keep telling y'all? Y'all Israelite women are going to get it the worst. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it. Salakia. This is Isaiah 32:11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled. Be troubled. He told you, be troubled. Ye careless ones. Ye careless women. See, the grandma's tripping because she can't take care of the grandkids because she told her daughter it's okay to go out and sleep around and be a hoe. But we don't know what happened in that case, so I don't want to overstep my tongue because I'm responsible for every idle word. You know, the daughter could have died of cancer, whoop-de-whoop, but still, there's no man. Where's the husband? They could have both got murdered. Whatever happened. And make you bare and gird sackcloth. So he's going to make you bare. When you bare, that means you ain't going to have nothing to keep you cold, keep you warm. You bare. So when the nights is cold, you have no protection. You bare. When you need a weapon, you have no weapon to keep the bears and the tigers and the wolves and the fucking people away. And gird sackcloth up on your loins. Okay? And gird sackcloth on your loins, okay? Your loins to cover your private parts. Sackcloth. Your stuff gonna be see-through. You supposed to be dressed a certain way. But yo, that's the times we coming in. Okay? The Most High about to strip y'all, man. Let's see if I can get Isaiah 32. It says, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and the princes shall rule in judgment. We ain't there yet, but that's coming, right? And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as the river waters in a dry place, in the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You in a weary land. You have no protection here. You have no protection here. You women believe that you have protection. You don't have no protection. You're in a weary land. A great rock is going to be that man. Not no Black Lives Matter man, the man that's in the man of the Lord, okay? You're going to be in his shadow because we're going to be so big. That's why when they talk about the men of valor, the mighty men, it's talking about the Israelites. When it's talking about King David, he was a mighty man. He was a giant, you know what I mean? So you're going to be in the shadows as a running water in a dry place. So when you in a place where there ain't... Oh, Salakia. What the heck is that? Salakia. In the desert, there be different kind of bugs. You'd be like, what the fudge? All right. So It's like it. Okay, so I was saying like a river of water in a dry place. So there's gonna be times when you need water. You know, you're gonna be thirsty, you're gonna be hungry, and basically this man of the Lord is gonna be like, you might right now see him as a weird dude, something. He always run around talking to everybody friendly, you know, teaching the Bible, you know, hate it. People think he weird. They talk shit about him. This man trying to teach you about silver, trying to teach you about gold, trying to teach you about being a woman. This man is gonna be a river of water. When you looking for help, the thirst. That's the thirst you're gonna be looking for, because of the famine. You're gonna be looking for the word. That's that water that you're gonna be like, dang, I'm thirsty. Where's the word at? I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to eat, because you can't live on bread alone. You need the word. Okay, that's that water that you're gonna need. But you're not gonna get the river of water. That's why it says in this verse right here. Okay, that's what it says right here. It says, he that believeth on me. This is John 7:38. It says, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures had said, not as a man tells you, oh, well, I feel. Not that bullshit, well, I'm a pastor, because the word pastor goes back to angels. And when it's talking about the angels fell from their place of their estate, it's talking about the Israelite men. Okay? And out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. What did it just say right here? It says, as rivers of water in a dry place. So what is he talking about? He's talking about this word. He's going to have the covert for the tempest. He's going to have that's that being the covert from the tempest is being able to agree with your adversary quickly, being wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove, knowing these scriptures. The covert, that's what it is, the covert, you know, from the tempest, you know, to be able to get through those things when you're in those situations where you women would get hot-headed and mad, or, you know, you don't understand what the herbs of the field are. You don't understand why you need silver, you know. Instead of you having to prostitute yourself out, because that's what's about to happen, you would be under this man, and this man would leave and make something happen. He'll come back with food. Why? Because the Most High said, his people shall eat. So that's starting with the men of the Lord. Okay? And a hiding place from the wind. That's talking about destruction. It's talking about destruction. Okay? And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Okay? So these people, the stuff that the men of the Lord see is the stuff that you guys can't see. You guys don't see the prophecies and things that are coming by. You don't see that the World War III is happening. You're not hearkening to on the voice when we say, hey, get you some silver and gold if you can afford it. You guys are still like, oh, I'm going to get this second stimulus check, and I'm going to spend it all on this, and we'll be good for a month. Or I'm going to spend it on some liquor, or I'm going to spend it on... Now, liquor is an investment that you can use to trade. You can barter with it. But it's how you doing it. You be like, oh, I got to go get these new Jordans. The fuck you need new Jordans for? NBA ain't even really playing. What the fuck you need Jordans for? Okay. You know, I'm just going to go back. Okay, let me skip down this. Nah, you know what? Because I'm going to keep this short, because I'm going to put this on my Snapchat. But I just want y'all to see this.
Definitely looking at this from a racial equity lens is really important, because we're going to see a lot more pain in those communities.
20% of white renters are worried they can't pay next month's rent, while more than 40% of Hispanic and Black renters have the same concerns. If nothing's done, do you see the possibility of...
Now, think about this. 20% of so-called white people, which some of the white people go back to Israel, some of them go back to Edom, just like the Black and the Mexican, some go to Israel, some go to Edom. That's 88% compared to 20%. That's not talking about the Native Americans. Why? Because they're on a reservation. That's why they're not bringing that. But they can still be evicted too. But even with that said, it says 20%. How is it 20% when they're majority. You see what I'm saying? They're majority. You got 44%, and you're not even 44% so-called black people, and you're like, what, 11% in the world, or in the United States, or even in the world, like maybe, no, in the United States, you're like 11%. So think about that. You're the smallest, so-called smallest amount, but you're the highest amount about to be evicted. The highest amount. But you don't want to catch on to what we saying. See, that's why it goes back to the eyes of them shall be dim, shall not be dim. Why? Because we up at all hours of the night. Man, do you know I wake up? You know how kids wake up and they want to go see Christmas trees and shit like that, Christmas presents? I wake up excited to see what the fuck happened. I'm like, did the bombs go off yet? You know, did they take the, like, we celebrating the stuff that niggas is mourning to. We celebrating what your destruction is. Because our for the men of the Lord, it says this is not our world, right? So like, let me pull that up. Because if this was our world, what would happen? We would fight. That's what Yahweh Shai said, right? Okay, let's see. Well, see, let's pull this one. This is a great verse right here. This is 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. See, people are so in love with everything that's going on that they're like, oh man, this is depressing. Well, the men of the Lord, we hate our lives. Let me get that. The minute, it's beautiful. It's all in John. This is John 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto a shall. Let me start over. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto eternal life. Unto life eternal. Okay. So we're not from this world. We're not ready for this world. We're not looking for even though we may get gold and silver, we're not looking to be blessed in this world. Okay? For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. If you got pride, the love of the Father ain't in you. Why? Because you know what? The love of the Father is to keep the law, the law, statutes, and commandments. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. So that lust that you have for everything you got, it passes away. That's why every 5 minutes you like, oh, there's a new dance. Oh, there's a new song. Oh, there's a new this. Oh, there's new shoes. Oh, there's always these new things to bring you up. You know, this bread and circus to keep you entertained. Everything's new. That's why they try to keep everything fast. Oh, Kanye West is breaking up. Kanye West is back together. Kanye West this. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. You're going to abide forever. You're going to live forever. I'm going to keep that short. Get back on here so y'all can see what's going on with these women. But y'all women going to get the worst, man.
Of a new wave of homelessness because of this.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a huge concern. And again, knowing the supports and systems that were in place even prior to COVID were insufficient to support the people that were already there.
I won't give up. I won't give up at all.
Despite her will, Natasha Blunt says she may still end up in a shelter.
It's just so painful to me that I could be of real use to society one day, and the next thing you know, I'm useless to everybody.
She has her health. Now left to worry what life will be like without a home. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News.
Anxious.
Without a home, She's going to go to a shelter with some kids, and guess what? The coronavirus is affecting the shelter ability. So even then, you women are going to have a hard time getting in these shelters. Okay? With that said, I hope that this was edifying. Shalom to the Akim and Akwath that's keeping his word truth in all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3, this wicked queendom, and these heathens. And to the Israelite foreigners that don't look like Israel, but go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whether you got blonde hair, blue eyes, green eyes, purple hair, whatever the fuck you got going on. But you go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Kwam Yashala, protect this truth, guard this Sabbath. That's why it says guard the Shabbat. You got to hold on to this. This is something worth fighting for. It says, unto death, and you shall be crowned. With that said, Shalom, Kwam Yashala, to the Habai Shal Da Wada, Lama Lam Yam, forever and ever. Shalom.